Good morning dear students. Hope everything is fine at your place. We completed exercise 17B the last session. Now we will move on to 17C. Before moving on exercise 17C, we will go through some important concept, that is the concept of perpendicular line. And then what do you mean by perpendicular bisector? Then parallel lines concept, and what is the concept of transversal line. Okay, so let us study first about the perpendicular line. So perpendicular line means like this is the line AB. Okay, perpendicular line. Okay, this is the one line AB, and this is one line CD. When two lines stands on one another, you can see AB and CD both are standing on one another. Okay, and it makes equal angles. So the straight line, that means it will make 180-degree angle at this point O, where these lines are intersecting. Okay, as I told you before, only intersection means when two lines cut each other at a point, so they are intersecting at point O. So this the straight line, that means it will make 180-degree angle. Now I said they stand such that they make equal angle, that means equal angle means 180 divided by 2, 90 degree. So that means this will be 90 degree and this will also be 90. Then these two lines will be called as a perpendicular line, and this will be written as CD. Perpendicular sign is like this, CD perpendicular to AB. You will read it as CD perpendicular to AB. If this is 90, this is 90. Of course, this will also be 90 and this will also be 90. Clear? So perpendicular line is this one. So when two lines stand on one another, then their angles are equal, and that angle is equal to 90 degree. Then we say one line is perpendicular to other. You can say CD is perpendicular to AB. Okay. Now what do you mean by perpendicular bisector? Okay, one more thing, don't get confused that this side will also be equal. No, it's not necessary. If it is just given perpendicular, only one thing should come in your mind, that angle is 90 degree and nothing else. Okay, when it is given perpendicular bisector or right bisector of a line segment. Okay, perpendicular bisector and line perpendicular bisector. What do you mean by perpendicular bisector? Now, as I told you before, bisection means to divide anything into two equal parts. Okay, that means perpendicular bisector means if this is a, here two words are used. This is a line A, B, and this is a line C, B. They are standing on one another. Perpendicular, that means of course they will make 90 degree angle. Okay, because they are perpendicular to each other. Now what is given here? Perpendicular bisector means it is perpendicular to a line AB. CD is perpendicular to line AB such that wherever this point they will intersect. This and this sides are equal. Okay, this and this sides are equal. Means perpendicular bisector का मतलब हुआ means when this line is going from the midpoint of the first line. Okay, midpoint, that means it will divide into two equal parts. It will divide the line into two equal parts. But here it wasn't like this case. Okay, it can be like this also. Means this is a line AB and might be perpendicular can pass from here. Okay. So this will not called as a perpendicular bisector. It will called as perpendicular. See, AB is perpendicular. That means this is maybe 90-degree angle and 90-degree angle. But you will not say it is a perpendicular bisector. Why? Because these two sides are not equal. Means where mid, it is not passing. That CD which is standing on AB is not passing from the midpoint of AB. But here in perpendicular bisector, this line will pass from the midpoint of the line A. Clear? Okay. So this is the difference between perpendicular if it is written and perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector, two cases will be there. One, so definitely it will be 90-degree, and bisector, that means this and this part will be equal. Clear? Now next topic is parallel lines. What do you mean by parallel lines? This you already know. Parallel lines. What do you mean by parallel lines? If two lines are drawn such that they never intersect each other. Okay, this is one line. It's not straight. A, B, C, D. AB and CD are two lines. Okay, in such a way they will never intersect. इसे यहाँ से भले we will take it to infinity, but they will never ever intersect. And then these lines will be called as parallel lines. Okay. Now, what is the property of parallel lines here? Everywhere, at every point. Okay, from one point to the second lines, another point, their distance will be same. If here the distance is d1, here also it will be d1 only. Okay, here also it will be d1 only, and it will go on everywhere. It will have a common distance between them. Means if it is distance between them is 4 centimeter, so from starting to end point, it will have a distance of 4 between them. The distance will be of 4 centimeter. Clear? So this is parallel line. Now we will study about this. Already we have done. So either we represent as AB or we say line L and line M. Means in case of parallel lines, we name the line as LM, NP, whatever you want in a small letters. Okay. Then it comes transversal line. What is a transversal line? What do you mean by transversal line? So there is a straight line. There is a straight line that intersects two or more lines in a plane. Okay, that is called as a transversal. Okay, if two lines are there. This is line L and this is line M. and that is cut by a transversal line. So this will be called as a transversal. When two, as I said, when two or more than two lines are cut by any line, that line is called as a transversal. So this is a transversal line. Which one is a transversal here? N will be a transversal line. Now you can see here angles are forming on this transversal. How many angles are forming? Let us see how many angles are forming. So they will cut, this N will cut lines at point A and point B, isn't it? Okay, A and B, it will cut these two lines. N transversal will cut two lines N at point A and point B. Now, how many angles are forming here? Can you check this? 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this much angle is forming. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 angles at this point, at point A, and then you will see 5, 6, 7 and 8. So total, when two lines are cut by any transversal, the total 8 angles are formed. Is it clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 angles are formed. One at point A, 4 angles, and then at point B you can see 4 angles. Total 8 angles are formed. Now, some important results are there, that is, what are the interior alternate angle, what are the exterior alternate angle, and then you will study here 4 pairs of corresponding angle, what are the corresponding angle, and 2 pairs of co-interior angle, what you will form. So we will study this in the easy way so that you can remember. Okay, so 2 pairs of interior alternate angles. So first, very important thing here is alternate angle. Alternate angles. Okay, in this also you will get first one, interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angles. Okay. What do you mean by interior alternate angles? So we will get here pair of interior alternate angles. So you will see here, see, wherever Z is forming, this is the Z forming, isn't it? Please concentrate here. This is Z forming now. Z forming, this angle is coming inside of the Z, 3 and 6. So first pair will be, you will find, first pair will be, angle 3, comma, angle 6, and second will be, if you will make it as like this, okay, just opposite side. Which angle is forming in between? 4 and 5. So angle 3 and 6 and angle 4 and 5 are the 2 pairs of alternate interior alternate angle, or can say interior alternate angles. Okay, then comes second one, exterior alternate angle. In alternate angles, 2 types you will get, that is exterior alternate angles. So what are the exterior alternate angles here? You can see here, as I said, while doing the interior alternate, see, this was there, isn't it? We were writing inner one, 3 and 6 as interior. What is above 3? Angle 1. And what is above 6 or below 6? 8. So angle 1 and 8. So angle 1 and angle 8, they are forming exterior alternate. Okay. So here angle 1 and 8 forming exterior alternate. Similarly, just come to this interior alternate. One more pair we have written now, that is 4 and 5. What is coming above 4? Angle 2. And what is coming below angle 1, angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7. They are forming exterior alternate angle. So I hope so alternate angle concept is clear. So this is very important. Anywhere you will not write this until and unless two lines are there and it is cut by transversal, then only you will write. Anywhere you will not write alternate angle, corresponding angle. No. Whenever it is a case of transversal line, means when two lines will be given and it is cut by one transversal, then you will write what alternate angle, corresponding angle, okay, these types of angles. Then you will mention. The first one is alternate. In alternate also two cases are there, that is interior alternate and exterior alternate. Clear? Now come to the second one, corresponding angles. What are the corresponding angles? So I am writing here. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So how many pairs you will get here? 4 pairs. You will get 4 pairs of corresponding angle. Which are the 4 pairs of corresponding angle? So corresponding angle is, you will see angle 1, angle 5. Okay, angle 1, angle 5. We will leave one angle and this angle 5. So this is corresponding. Okay, then you can see like this. Similarly, come to the next one, angle 2 and angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 6. They are also forming a corresponding angle. समझना है concept को. Okay. One, to leave one angle, next one will form corresponding angle. Angle 2, we will leave this one, 6. 2 and 6 will form a corresponding angle. Then number 3. Okay, 3. As I said, एक angle छोड़ के इसके बाद वाला. Angle 3 and angle 7 will form corresponding angle. Okay. And then come to 4 and angle 8. So angle 4 and angle 8, they will form a corresponding angle. Okay. So there are 4 pairs of corresponding angle. 4 pairs of corresponding angles are there. This is the okay. So alternate angle, we talk about interior alternate and exterior alternate. So interior 2 pairs, exterior 2 pairs. Okay. Corresponding angles, 4 pairs you will get. First one will be angle 1 and angle 5, angle 2 and angle 6, and then angle 3 and angle 7, angle 4 and angle 8. So these are the corresponding angles. Then we will study about the next topic, that is co-interior angles. What are the co-interior angles? So we will get 2 pairs of co-interior angles. I will write here. Okay. 2 pairs of co-interior angles. 2 pairs of co-interior angles we will get. What do I mean by co-interior angle? Co-interior means 2 lines are there. In between, how many angles are forming? This and this. So angle 3 and angle 5, they will form co-interior. Angle 4 and angle 6, they will form co-interior. So angle 3, angle 5, one pair, and second one will be angle 4, angle 6. So one pair is angle 3, angle 5, and one pair will be angle 4 and angle 6. What I said co-interior, तो दोनों लाइन के बीच में एंगल्स फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, that will be of interior angle. ये इंटीरियर है, एंड जो एक ट्रांसवर्सल के एक साइड में 2 एंगल्स हैं, that will be co-interior. Angle 4 and angle 6 will be co-interior. Now is clear? Alternate angle, whenever Z will form inside one, interior alternate, outside one, exterior alternate, in a layman language. When we talk about the corresponding angle, एक ट्रांसवर्सल के एक साइड में एक एंगल को छोड़ के दूसरा वाला एंगल, ये ट्रांसवर्सल लाइन है, एंगल 1, एंगल 3 लीव, एंगल 5, एंगल 1 and एंगल 5 they are forming corresponding, angle 3 and angle 7 they are forming corresponding, angle 2 and angle 6 forming corresponding, angle 4 and angle 8 forming corresponding. Clear? Co-interior दो लाइंस के बीच में जितने भी एंगल्स हैं दे आर इंटीरियर एंगल्स. को-इंटीरियर ट्रांसवर्सल के एक साइड के दोनों एंगल्स का पेयर को-इंटीरियर. Clear? Now what is the use of this? Okay, what do you mean why we wrote this about this? See, now you know transversal lines will cut two lines, then like this we can write the concept of alternate angles, we can write corresponding angles, we can write co-interior angles. Now what is the result when two parallel lines are cut by transversal? When two parallel lines are there and when they are cut by a transversal line, then interior alternate angles are equal. Okay, this much is clear. Then I will move further. Now we will write when two parallel lines, these are the parallel lines, okay, these are two parallel lines L and N, when they are cut by a transversal line, it will be N. Okay, when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal line, then interior alternate angles are equal. If we are talking about this 1, 2, 3 and 4 at point A, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Then what is the first result? That is alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate. This you have to write in the copy, okay? Please go through the page number 182 and from there you will write this result when two parallel lines are cut by transversal. Please go through this. Then how you will do? Alternate interior angles equal. What are the alternate interior angle? That is alternate interior. That means this. Z is forming. So this and this angle, inside angle, interior one, that will be equal. You will write here angle 3 will be equal to angle 6. This is first one. Because two pairs of interior angles are formed, alternate interior angles are formed, that means two pairs will be equal. Means this angle will be equal to this. Angle 4 will be equal to angle 5. Now, second one. What we studied? Exterior interior angle. So again, what we got? Two pairs of exterior alternate angle. So now two exterior alternate angles are equal. Okay, now we will write what are that exterior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles. So 1 and 8, that means always angle 1 will be equal to angle 8. While writing answer, when you will do the questions, you will write the correct reason because that reason will contain marks. Okay. Now angle 1 will be equal to angle 8 and one more exterior alternate angles is here, that is angle 2 and angle 7. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 7. Okay, fine. Now third one, what we studied? Corresponding angle. What we studied in corresponding angle? There are 4 pairs of corresponding angle. So what is the result for corresponding angle? corresponding angles, all the corresponding angles are equal to each other. Means that 4 pairs we got. So one pair you will see, which was the first pair, you got 1 and angle 5. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 5. So next one is corresponding angles are equal. So corresponding angles are equal. So what was the first one? Angle 1 and angle 5. They are forming corresponding. So you will write here angle 1 will be equal to angle 5. Now second one. What you got? 3 and 7. So angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. See, next pair. Angle 2 and 6. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. Now the last one, 4 and 8. Angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. Okay, so corresponding angles are equal. Now fourth one, last one. What we studied? We got 2 pairs of co-interior angle. Again I am saying interior and co-interior both are different things. Interior, all the angles which are lying in between these 2 parallel lines, they will be called as an interior angle. Co-interior कब बोलेंगे? When this transversal line के एक तरफ जो angles है 3 and 5, they are forming co-interior. Okay, so sum of co-interior angle is always equal to 180 degree. So you will write here the fourth one. Sum of co-interior angle is equals to 180 degree. So what were the co-interior angle? Angle 3 and angle 5. That means you will write angle 3 plus angle 5 will be equal to 180 degree. First one, and second one, what you will get? Angle 4 plus angle 6 is equals to 180 degree. Okay, this was enough. Okay. Until and unless you will not go through the concept, it will not go in your mind. Because I will write everything here. Okay. So I am doing this practice from last 10-12 years. So you have to do practice, then only you will solve. You can be able to solve these questions. Okay. So please do first all the example question and then you do exercise question. First you go through all the example question which is given in the book. Okay. So now we will move on to exercise question. We will come to exercise 17C. Please open page number 184 and come to question number 1. Come to question number 1. You can see here 2 lines AB and CD are cut by transversal EF. Here line is named as AB and CD. Instead of writing there L and M, it is written AB and CD, and it is cut by transversal EF. Okay, EF is the line as shown in the figure. The figure is already shown. Now identify the given pair of angles as adjacent angles. Okay, adjacent angles we did in exercise 17B. Okay, what are the adjacent angle? In the layman language, the neighboring angle will be called as a adjacent angle. Now, vertically opposite angle. This also we did in the last session, that was in exercise 17B. जो opposite angles होते हैं, they are called as a vertically opposite angle. Like this, 2 and 3, they are forming vertically opposite angle. 1 and 2, एक दूसरे के बगल में है, that means they are forming a adjacent angle. Then we have to write alternate angles, okay, and then you have to write corresponding angle and or co-interior angles. So first question you do it by your own, and in live session we will discuss it. Okay, then come to the second question. In the given figure, that question first one you can do in the book only. Okay, second one, in the given figure AB is parallel to CD. 2 lines are given, they are parallel to each other, and EF is a transversal. EF is a transversal line which will cut AB and CD at a point point is not mentioned. You can write by yourself O and O dash, whatever you want to write. Now one angle is given, okay, that measurement or you can say magnitude is given, that is equal to 110 degree. Find each one of the unknown angles marked in the figure and give reasons. Give reason is very important. Let us do second question now. Come to second question. This is a question. A and this is B. This is given C and this is given D. So 1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7 and this angle 8 is given 110 degree. You have to find the remaining angles. Clear? Now come to this question. What is given here? Angle 8 equals to 110 degree. Okay. Now what will be the value of angle 5? Angle 8 and angle 5, they are opposite angles. So they will form vertically opposite angle. Because of vertically opposite angle, angle 5 will be equal to 110 degree. You will give the reason vertically opposite angle. Okay, so you got angle 5 here. Now, what will be the value of angle 7? You can write here. Okay, you can write here 110 degree. What will be the value of angle 7? Angle 8 and angle 7, what they are making? They are making linear pair. You will write here angle 7 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degree. The reason you will give here, that is linear pair. I have written here L dot P, that means linear pair only. Okay, one line is there. Okay, and then it is cut by one transversal. So angle 7 and angle 8, they are making linear pair. So now angle 7 you don't know, but you know the value of angle 8. Just write it down here. Then what will be the value of angle 7? 180 degree minus 110 degree. Answer will come 70 degree. I got the value of angle 7 as 70 degree. Now what will be the value of angle 6? So angle 6 will also be equal to 70 degree. Why? This is vertically opposite angle. To which angle? Angle 6. Okay. So now I got these 4 angles. This will be equal to 70 degree. Now, what will be the value of angle 3 or angle 1? Can you find it out? Angle 1 and angle 5, what they are making? Corresponding. As we know, just right now we studied, corresponding angles are always equal. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 7. Why? Corresponding angle. Okay, they are corresponding angle. So what will be the value of angle 1? What is the value of angle 7? 70 degree. So I got this also. Now similarly, angle 3 is also, angle 1 is equal to angle 7. We are forming a corresponding angle. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5, so it will be equal to 110 degree. Similarly, angle 3 is equal to angle 7. Why? 3 and 7, again they are forming a corresponding angle. So angle 3 is equal to this, again corresponding angle. So what will be the value of angle 3? So angle 3 will be equal to 70 degree. So I got angle 3, I got angle 5, I got angle 7, I got angle 6. Now, what will be the value of angle 2? Angle 2 and angle 6, what they are making? Again corresponding. So, angle 2 will be equal to angle 6, corresponding angle, and therefore angle 2 will be equal to 70 degree, and angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. So, angle 4 will be equal to 110 degree. So, I got angle 4. I got from here angle 2, I got angle 3, angle 1. Okay, these all four angles I got with the corresponding angles concept. Angle 6 I got, angle 7 I got, angle 5. So we got all the rest of the 7 angles we will get from here. Okay, so you can use any other concept also. As you got this 510 degree, you can take out 5 plus 3. Angle 5 and angle 3, what they are making? Co-interior. So many ways are there. Okay, angle 5 and angle 3, what they are making? Co-interior. So 110 degree plus angle 3 when you will do will be equal to 180. But why you are writing? That is the important thing. So that is why we are writing, because they are forming a co-interior angles. And sum of co-interior angle is always equal to 180. So angle 3 you will get as 70 degree. Okay. Similarly you will get angle 4 as 110 degree. Now with the help of vertically opposite angle, you can take out angle 1 and angle 2. It's up to you which concept you want to use. You can use any concept, but you have to write appropriate reason. Okay. So this was angle 2. This was question number 2. Now come to question number 3. In each of the following figure, you will find AB is parallel to CD. Means you can apply the concept of transversal line here. And EF is a transversal. Find each one of the unknown angles X, Y, Z in each of the case. Okay, come to the third question now. Do fast the second one and then come to the third one. I am doing third first one. You have to find X, Y and Z in the given figure. AB and CD, they both are parallel lines. EF is a transversal. So you can apply the concept of corresponding, alternate, co-interior angles, all the things, because two parallel lines are cut by one transversal line. Now you can see 55 degree is written here. So what will be the value of X? So X degree is equal to 55 degree. Why? Solution. Why? Because this is vertically opposite angle. I got X degree. Now, X degree and Y degree, what they are forming, X degree will be equal to Y degree. Why? One angle, leaving one angle is Y degree. They are forming corresponding. So, we will give reason here. X degree is equal to Y degree by corresponding angle. Okay. So now, what will be the value of Y degree? Therefore, Y degree will be equal to 55 degree. I got Y also. Now, okay, and many of you can do like this also. Like, see, 55 degree and Y degree, they are making alternate angle. So that is also correct, okay? This is not wrong. Whatever clicks your mind, y degree and z degree, what they are forming, okay, y degree and z degree, they are forming y degree plus z degree will be equal to 180 degree. So you can take out the value of z also. So you will write here y degree you got right now. So therefore z degree is equals to 180 degree minus 55 degree. This will come as 125 degree. So I got z, I got y, I got x. Let me check the answer once. Just do fast. First one. Okay, it's correct. So like this you can do second as well as third question. So try to do it by yourself. Then we will discuss it. If you won't be able to solve it, we will discuss in the live session. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th question we will do. Then we will cut 8th, 4th question, 5th question. Okay, 4th, 5th we will not do of 8th part. Sorry, in 8th question we will not do 4th and 5th part. 9th question we will not do. Okay, 12th question we will not do. 13th question we will not do. And 17th question we will not do. Okay, till tomorrow I will try to complete this exercise. Okay, and next when we will get time, then we will discuss whatever problem you people are facing, that I will try to solve it. Okay, then be ready with your geometry box. We will start doing construction. From next week we will start this construction. Okay, that is chapter number 22, and then data handling. So thank you so much class for attending this session. Hope you all understood. Please go through the concept and solve all the example questions and exercise questions. Thank you.